Welcome, electronic video guests, to the outer limits of the trading card hobby TTM. Through the mail, we seek to have the famous and the infamous sign the trading cards and photographs we send to them through the mail. Today we have 11 such specimens to examine. 11 trading card autograph request return specimens to examine. And we will be examining these in minute detail. So if you like seeing envelopes being cut open, you've come to the right place. Sit back, relax, get ready to enjoy the fun. Presented to you from the worldwide YouTube video airfill. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? We got us a TTM Wednesday, 11 TTMs to look at. You're in the middle of your work week probably. Hopefully you only have one job. Hopefully you don't have 2 or 3 jobs and you never have a middle of your work week. But hopefully you're in the middle of your work week, you're about ready, looking forward to the weekend. Hopefully your superiors have given you a hearty slap on the back as a thank you for laboring for the benefit of others. But hey, let's check out some TTMs on this TTM Wednesday. TTM number 1 is going to come to us. Jackson, Mississippi. What do we got coming to us from Jackson, Mississippi? Let's cut it open and see. TTM number 1. Let's pull this out. Oh, check that out. Dennis Oil Can Boyd. How about that? Look at that beautiful old Topps card. That is a 1991 Topps. Signed by the Oil Can, now 64 years old. He was one of the more colorful characters back in the 80s. Pitched 10 seasons, 8 for the Red Sox. He also pitched for Montreal and Texas. 6'2", he only weighed 150 pounds. Had a career record of 78 wins, 77 losses, 4.04 ERA. He also had numerous drug and alcohol problems, most famous of which was during the classic 1986 World Series. Oil Can was scheduled to start Game 7, but a rainout allowed Red Sox manager John McNamara to switch to Bruce Hurst. After Boyd received word he was not going to start Game 7, he went into the visitors' clubhouse in a funk, remained in there got so drunk. McNamara sent the pitching coach, Bill Fisher, to find him, saw that he was intoxicated and in no condition to play. They moved Boyd into the manager's office, locked the door, left him in there for the duration of the game. Dennis Oil Can Boyd, one of baseball's most colorful characters from the 1980s. Thank you, sir, for signing that 1991 Topps card. Look at that. Beautiful. Thank you, Oil Can Boyd. That is a great way to start our TTM Wednesday. How about that? TTM number 2. This one's coming to us from Atlanta, Georgia. What about Atlanta, Georgia? Let's see what we got from down there in Atlanta. TTM number 2. Oh, hey, how about that? Active NFL quarterback, Taylor Heineke. How about that? Look at that sweet 2022 Chronicles card. That looks nice, doesn't it? Look at that signature. Taylor Heineke. 31 years old. The Vikings signed him as an undrafted free agent out of Old Dominion in 2015. He kicked around the NFL for 6 years before finally getting any meaningful snaps. With the Commanders in 2021, he took over for an injured Ryan Fitzpatrick. He went 7-8 as a starter. In 2022, he was the backup to Carson Wentz, then replaced him and went 5-3-1 as a starter. Then the Commanders decided to go with Sam Howell in 2023, so he signed with the Falcons as Desmond Ritter's backup. When Ritter wasn't very good, so they switched over to Heineke. And he had 4 rather poor starts himself, only winning 1, losing 3. Now it looks like he's set to be the Falcons' number 3 quarterback behind Kirk Cousins and Michael Penix. For his career, he's completed 62.5% of his passes, 6,635 yards with 39 touchdowns, 28 interceptions. Taylor Heineke, thank you, sir. Appreciate you signing that 2022 Chronicles card. Very nice. Good luck to you with the Falcons this year. How about that? All right. GGM number 3 coming to us from New Orleans, Louisiana. This one feels kind of thick, like we got something else in there. Hopefully it's not a price list. Let's see. Oh, we got a note. What is all this? We got our note. Wow, we got some extras here. Look at that. How about that? Mr. Bobby Hebert. How about that? 63 years old. I sent him this one here. This 1991 Pro set. He personalized that and signed it. Then he sent me this, a scorecard. What is that, a 90 score? Yeah, 1990 score. That's a beautiful card. Again, nicely personalized. And he sent me an old Michigan Panthers sticker. USFL champion sticker. How about that? That is beautiful. Look at that sticker. How about all these extras from old Bobby Hebert, 63 years old. He was the best quarterback to come out of the USFL. Of course, he led the Panthers to the title in 1985. Went to the Saints, where he would eventually lead them to their first ever winning season, first ever playoff appearance. He had 5 great years with the Saints, 3 playoff appearances before he finished his career with the Falcons. How about that, Bobby Hebert? Thanks so much for all these extras. Let's see what he put on this note here. I asked him, of course, about his time with the Michigan Panthers. I said, did you like playing for Coach Jim Stanley? Yes, old school. How did he compare to the coaches you had in the NFL? Very similar to Jim Mora, defensive coach. And he signed a Bobby Hebert, Michigan Panthers USFL champion, MVP 1983. Bobby Hebert, how about that? Thank you so much. He sent us the card I sent him and 2 extras, including this sweet championship sticker. You know, Bobby Hebert, thank you. Man, I really appreciate it. He hooked me up good. Bobby Hebert, beautiful. All right. Let me take a sip of water here. Still hot. Still in our heat wave. Gotta have some water so I don't dehydrate. All right. GGM number 4 coming to us from Santa Ana, California. I have no idea who this could be. Let's check it out. Santa Ana, California. Oh, check this out. Todd Light. Look at that. We used a thin blue Sharpie. Check that out. This here is a 1992 wild card. Check that out. And this card was gifted to me In fact, a whole pack of 1992 wild card football cards gifted to me by the great folks over at D Number Chaser. Let me get, before I get too far, let's give them a little shout out. I got some info here. Let me find that. Yeah, here it is. They got a great channel where they open boxes of cards so you know which ones are the good ones to get. Go to YouTube, D Number Chaser. Check out their videos if you want to see what cards are worth getting. Like I said, they graciously sent me a free pack of football, like three packs of football cards. One of them was these 92 wild cards. I sent this one here out to Todd Light. Look at that. Mr. Todd Light signed it beautifully. He's 55 years old. A two-time All-American cornerback at Notre Dame. A member of their last national championship team in 1988. The Rams' first-round pick in 1991, played 12 years in the NFL, 10 for the Rams, and then he played 2 for the Lions. He had one Pro Bowl season and finished his career with 37 interceptions, four of which were pick sixes. He also had a fumble return for a touchdown and a blocked field goal return for a touchdown. Big play guy, Todd Light. Thank you, sir, for signing that 1992 wild card, football card. And once again, thank you to D Number Chaser. The great folks over there, husband and wife team, for sending me those free packs of football cards. Great channel. Check them out. They'll open up some cards, sports and non-sports. They'll give you the lowdown. Thank you. Outstanding. All right, let's not forget here before we get too much further, we got a very important subliminal message to put in front of your face, in front of your eyes, to burn into your subconscious. Scientific fact that you will obey what you are now saying in front of your eyes. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. All right, let's get on to our next TTM. This is coming to us from Boston, Massachusetts. What about that? From Boston. Let's see what we got from Boston. Oh, Boston. Let's see what we got. Home of the world champion Boston Celtics. Well, speaking of which, look at that. We got an old Celtic, Henry Finkel. Look at that sweet old Topps basketball card. That is a 1973-74 Topps Henry Finkel. Look how skinny he was. Henry Finkel. He's now 82 years old. How about that? Look at that old basketball card. Henry is adept at setting screens. How about that? Backup center for the Celtics. He was on their 1974 NBA championship team. He got started on his basketball career when a scout for the University of Dayton saw the 6'11" high schooler outside of Dairy Queen. He had 3 great seasons for Dayton, averaged over 20 points and 10 rebounds every season. Still the 3rd leading scorer in Dayton basketball history. 2nd round pick in 1966 by the Lakers. He was traded to the Celtics in 1969. For his career, he averaged 5.1 points and 3.9 rebounds per game for his 9-year career. Henry Finkel, discovered outside of Dairy Queen. How about that? Looks like he didn't eat enough Sundays. He's pretty skinny there. All right. Let's go on to our next TTM. Well, look at this. We know who this is. Mr. Delmer Harris, better known as Coach Del Harris. How about that fancy return address ticker with Team USA? Let's see what old Delmer Harris sent us. How about that? Looks like we got our note. What's that? Is that a... Wow, we got extras from Del Harris. Check this out. This is a great day for extras. Well, how about that? I sent old Delmer, which one? I sent him this one. I sent him this NBA Hoops card, the 8990, and he sent me this one also. Check that out. That would be another NBA Hoops card. Check that out. What do you put on there? What's that say? Oh, Hall of Fame 2022. Two beautiful NBA Hoops card. Dell is now 87 years old, long-time basketball coach. Started out in high school ball in Tennessee and Indiana. Eventually worked his way all the way to the NBA. He was the 1995 Coach of the Year with the Lakers. His best job was probably in 1981 when he got the Houston Rockets to the NBA Finals. Finished his NBA career with a record of 556 wins, 457 losses. Look at that. And he also, not only did he send me the extra NBA Hoops card, look at this beautiful photograph he sent me. Like a postcard photograph with him. It looks like, what's that, Kobe Bryant and Jerry West? How about that? Look at that. That is a great photo postcard that he signed and sent me with a couple of legends. How about that? Of course, Jerry West just passed away. What about that? These two old sweet NBA Hoops cards. Let's see. Looks like he gave me his own note on his own little notepad. Delmer Harris. Thanks so much for your kind words. I have enclosed a pic for you as well because of that. You are obviously a brother believer, and I pray blessings for you, family, and friends. Oh, beautiful. Stay strong to the end. Del Harris, Romans 8:28. Well, how about that? Well, I appreciate the kind words on your note. I hope God blesses you and your family also. Great ambassador for Christ, Del Harris. Thank you. You hooked me up a lovely note. Two sweet cards and this. Look at that. Look at that photo with two legends, Jerry West and Kobe Bryant. Both of them dead. Del Harris, by the grace of God, still above ground. How about that? Del Harris, thank you. Really appreciate that. Boy, that's some great TTMs, some beautiful extras today. All right, we got a few more to go. Let me take a little break here in the middle of our TTMs. You know, got to shout out this other channel here that I watch quite often. Kite's Curiosities, run by Mr. Jeffrey Kite. That's all the info you need. Type in that on YouTube. You'll get to his channel. Not only does he do TTMs, he's into comic books, all kinds of stuff. Field trips. He just recently had a beautiful video showing details of his a vacation he took, a cruise, and his lovely island they went to. But anyway, check out his channel. He's got all kinds of stuff. One of the things I've been watching some of his videos, he goes to these comic book stores, and every time I see his video, I think I got to get down to the comic book store. Well, after his last comic book video, he's detailing some of his treasures that he found at, I think, at Ollie's or Walmart. I actually got off my rear and went down to our local comic book store. And I said, Jeffrey Kite motivated me. I'm going to buy me a couple of #1 issues. Read them, see if they're any good or worth keep buying the series. If not, at least I got a couple of #1s. Here's the two I picked out at my local comic book store. This one here is Lawful #1. They're both from Boom. Look at that. And this one here, Profane #1. Now this one here, I'll give you a quick review. It's kind of a supernatural detective story. Not bad. Not too bad. A little bit predictable. This one here is more of a fantasy, sci-fi type of thing where people grow, they gradually turn into monsters when they lie or commit a sin. See, this person here's got some horns and a tail. Kind of an interesting story. I don't think I would continue either one of the series. I'd say they're not terrible, but they didn't really grab me that much. If I had to, this one was better than Profane. I'd say they're all right, not bad. If you're into comics, you might like them. I wouldn't bother buying the rest of the series. Like I said, they weren't terrible, but not enough to motivate me to continue on. So I'm going to do that for every now and then. Go down to the comic book store, get me a couple of issue #1, see if they're any good, see if they're worth continuing, and I'll let you know. Like I said, I give these like the average rating. Not bad, but not enough to get me to buy them again. But inspired by Mr. Jeffrey Kite, that's my pickups from the comic book store. Here's his channel. Check that out. He's got everything in the world you could want on that channel. Alright, let's get back to some more TTMs. We got one coming to us here from... What in the world? Never heard of this place. Charlotte NC. Or Charlotte OTNC. Not quite sure what that is. Let's cut it open, see what we got. Charlotte ENC. Looks like we got a card. And a beautiful, oh, man. You know what? I probably sent this out 2 years ago. How about that? Tim Biakabatuka, 50 years old. Look at this beautiful 1997 scorecard. How about that? Well, like I said, I think it took me 2 years to get. And this was probably the best running back I ever saw at Michigan. Either him or Billy Taylor, maybe Gordon Bell. Tough call, but hey, he certainly had the greatest single game performance ever. Nobody who follows the Michigan Wolverines will ever forget his 1995 game against Ohio State. Carried the ball 37 times for 313 yards as Michigan upset the undefeated Buckeyes. They were helpless against him. He just ran right through them, over them, around them. And he was the number 8 overall pick by Carolina in 1996. Injuries plagued him his entire 6-year career. He never managed to play more than 11 games. His best year was 1999. He had 718 yards, 6 touchdowns, 5.2 yards per carry. He was born in Zaire, Africa. His family moved to Montreal at age 4. Played his high school ball in Montreal, but old Lloyd Carr found him and he became a Michigan legend. Touchdown Tim, they called him. The man the Buckeyes couldn't tackle. How about that? Tim Biakabatuka, thank you, sir. That is a beautiful old 1997 score football card. How about that? All right. What do we got? About how many more of these we got? 4 more to go. Now this one here is interesting. From San Diego, California. Look how it showed up in my mailbox. It's opened up. I can see right there. It's got an extra. I know who it's from. It's from Linda Gray. And it's a miracle the card didn't come out. This is the card I sent her. How about that? Beautifully signed. That is lovely. Custom art card signed by Linda Gray. I mean, it came to just like this. And it could have easily fallen out or somebody could have reached in there and pulled it out. but it got back to me safely, and I'm sure I'm glad. That is a lovely picture with a lovely autograph. She is now 83 years old. You remember her, of course, best known for her iconic role on the TV show Dallas. She played Sue Ellen. It was on the air from 1978 to 1991. Her portrayal of the troubled alcoholic wife of oil baron J.R. Ewing earned her critical acclaim and a nomination for a Primetime Emmy Award. Gray's career spans over 5 decades, including film, TV, and stage performances. Of course, besides Dallas, she appeared in shows like Melrose Place and Hollyoaks, and in films such as Oscar. Linda Gray, check that out. And then she sent me this extra here. I got to kind of peel it off the envelope. Look at that. Beautiful postcard. More recent picture of her. Beautifully signed. Very happy. What about all the extras we got today? Linda Gray, Del Harris sending us extras. Who else sent us some extras? Who was the other guy that sent us some extras? Oh, yeah, Bobby Abear. Wait, we got a ton of extras today. But that's a nice postcard. I prefer this picture, but hey, they are both lovely. Linda Gray, thank you so much for those. I really appreciate that. Final actress, star of Dallas. How about that? Thank you so much for your generosity. All right, we got 3 left. Let's see this next one here. Coming to us from West Palm Beach, Florida. Man, you gotta be rich to live down there. The streets are paved with gold. That is a swank town. Let's see what millionaire sent us something back. Oh, look at this. I'm kind of surprised I got this back. Wow, this might be one of our best returns. How about that 1992-93 Fleer Ultra Rookie card? Alonzo Mourning, Basketball Hall of Famer, true legend, 54 years old. Look at that sweet rookie card. Alonzo Mourning. Man, oh man, oh man. 2-time McDonald's High School All-American. 3-time Big East Defensive Player of the Year. Big East Player of the Year and All-American in 1992. Number 2 overall pick in the 1992 draft by Charlotte. Played 15 years in the NBA. Most of those with Miami. Won an NBA title at the tail end of his career there in 2006. He also won a gold medal in the 2000 Olympics. 7-time All-Star, 2-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year. For his legendary career, he averaged 17.1 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 2.8 blocks per game. Like I said, this got to be one of our best returns. Alonzo Mourning rookie card. How about that? Man, oh man, we had some fantastic returns today. All right, this next one here coming to us from Los Angeles, California. Let's see what we got from Los Angeles. Los Angeles, California. Custom art card. Oh, look at that. Signed on the back by Miss Joan Freeman. And signed on the front. She said, I'm not sure where to sign it, so I'll sign it on both front and back. I appreciate that. Look at that. Beautiful. Joan Freeman, now 82 years young. Known for her work in film and TV from the 1950s to the 1980s. She began her career as a child actress. Made her film debut at age 10 in Come Back Little Sheba in 1951. She gained prominence with roles in movies like The Reluctant Astronaut in 1967 and Roustabout in 1964, where she starred opposite Elvis Presley. She also appeared in numerous TV shows, including Father Knows Best, Bonanza, Perry Mason, The Man from Uncle Adam 12, and this one here, I remember this, 1964 episode of The Outer Limits called Behold Eck, about a two-dimensional alien trapped in our three-dimensional world. Look at that. These really, they had to kind of wear these special glasses to observe old Eck, the two-dimensional being. Look at the science on the background trying to explain it all. Joan Freeman, star of that classic Outer Limits episode, and like I said, starred with Elvis in one of his movies. Thank you, Miss Joan Freeman, great old actress, 82 years young. Really appreciate her signing that front and back. Check that out. All right, we're down to our last TTM. This is coming to us from Houston, Texas. Last TTM on our TTM Wednesday. We've had some great ones, man, oh man. Well, we got a note back. Let's see what we got. Look at that beautiful. Look at that beautiful inscription from Pat Tilley. God bless. Well, God bless you. Look at that sweet 1977 Topps rookie card. Signed by 71-year-old Pat Tilley. Look at that beautiful Topps card. Outstanding. Played his college ball at Louisiana Tech. Was the Cardinals' fourth-round pick in the 76 draft. Had a very fine 11-year career. He caught 468 passes, 7,005 yards. That's 15 yards per catch, 37 touchdowns. He had a 1,000-yard receiving year in 1981, and he made the Pro Bowl in 1980. Pat Tilley, thank you, sir. Appreciate you inscribing that. Thank you for the God bless. Appreciate it. Let's see if he answered any questions on the note. Yeah, what did I ask? Oh, Pat Tilley, how about that? I said, oh yeah. Any favorite teammates on those old Cardinals teams? Of course, his quarterback Jim Hart and Roy Green. Well, he was a great player too, wasn't he? Who was the toughest cornerback he played against? The 49er. One of the old 49ers. Maybe Jimmy Johnson, I don't know. I said the 49er. He didn't remember his name, but he remembered the team. And we appreciate him answering those questions. Well, what a TTM bonanza we had today. 11 TTMs, some real gems. You can't beat Alonzo Mourning. How about that? True basketball legend, Hall of Famer. Got some celebrities. Linda Gray. We got Touchdown Tim, all the extras from Del Harris. Really appreciate that. Man, that was some great stuff, wasn't it? Well, we're just about ready to hit the stop button and dump yet another TTM video into the worldwide YouTube video airfill. Before we go, though, I got to remind you, get over to Amazon.com and buy this book, will you? You type in that narrator's name there. That's the author's name. He's also your narrator. Type in that name and that title. This book will come up on Amazon. Got a different cover now. The same book. Outstanding, world-class literary fiction. Only for big boys, big girls, and big trannies. For mature audiences who can handle the lowdown on human existence. If you're a crybaby, stay away. I don't want to cause any tears if it's too rough for you to handle what the world is really about. But like I said, big boy, big girl, big tranny, get over to Amazon, buy this book. It's got a better book cover now, but the same gray literature inside. All right, that is it. Thank you all for watching. God willing, we'll be back in a couple of days with some more stuff. Until then, remember, enjoy the rest of your life.